Volunteer organizations tend to acquire equipment over time. Radios, vehicles, personal protective equipment, field gear. Without tracking, you don't know what you have, where it is, or who has it. TicketsCAD's equipment module is the inventory. Two related concepts, equipment and vehicles, which get their own page because they carry extra fields. We'll cover both. One honest note up front, this is an inventory and assignment tracker, not a maintenance or inspection scheduler. We'll be clear about what it does and doesn't do. Equipment page. List on the left. Detail and edit on the right. Equipment is organized by category. Your radios, your protective gear, your field gear, whatever your org needs. Categories are configurable, and a category can be flagged to require checkout, so the items in it are meant to be assigned to a person and returned. Filter the list by category to narrow it down. Detail. Name, make, model, serial number, asset tag, condition, status, current assignment, storage location, purchase info, and an activity log. Add. Form opens. Item section. Name. Type, the category. Make. Model. Serial number. Asset tag, your own inventory number. Condition. New, good, fair, poor, out of service. Status. Available, checked out, in repair, lost, disposed. For clothing categories, a size field appears. Ownership, organization, or personal. Personal items belong to a volunteer and can be marked available for events. Then purchase and warranty, purchase date, cost, warranty expiration. Storage location 2, radio cabinet, bay 2. Save. The item appears in a list. Well assignment. The model here is checkout and check-in, not a formal issue and return ledger, but a simple way to say who has a piece of gear right now. Click Checkout. Pick the member it's going to. Add optional notes, condition observations, special instructions. Confirm. The item status flips to checked out, and it now shows as assigned to that member. When the gear comes back, check in. The item returns to available. Every checkout and check-in is recorded in the activity log card on the item's detail. That's your assignment history, who had it, when it went out, when it came back. You can also assign an item to a whole team instead of one person and set its storage location. It's lightweight by design, enough to answer, where is this radio, without a heavy chain of custody system. Let's be clear about what the equipment module does not have, because the categories and status fields are what you use instead. There's no inspection interval, no next due date, no maintenance log, and no overdue list. The app doesn't schedule or track maintenance. What you do have is condition and status. If a radio needs service, set its status to in repair or drop its condition to poor. If it's beyond use, mark it out of service or disposed. That's how you flag a problem item, manually on the record itself. Then filter the list by status to see everything in repair, or by condition to find your poor condition gear. It's your equipment officer's working list. The discipline of keeping condition and status current is what makes it useful. The system won't remind you, but it will show you what you've recorded. Vehicles get their own page because they carry more identifying fields than other equipment. Vehicle fields: year, make, model, color, VIN, license plate and plate state, a unit number, the call sign you dispatch it as, owner, if it's a personal vehicle, and a status, active, and so on. It's a fleet record, what you have and how to identify it. The notable feature here is privacy. Mark a vehicle private, typically a member's personal car, and its plate, VIN, and insurance details are redacted from everyone except the owner and supervisors. So a volunteer can register their personal vehicle for availability without exposing their plate and insurance to the whole org. What the vehicles page does not have, and this matters, is a mileage log, an odometer field, or a service due alert. There's no per-trip logging here. Mileage tracking does exist in TicketsCAD, but it lives in the mobile field interface tied to a responder's trip, start odometer, end odometer, and we cover that in Module 23. So if you're looking for mileage, look in mobile, not on the vehicles page. About reports. There is no equipment report on the reports page, no equipment inventory, no maintenance due, no equipment value. The reports page is for incidents and personnel. The equipment page itself is your inventory view. To answer Show Me Every Radio, you filter the equipment list by category right on the equipment page. To answer What's Checked Out, filter by status. The list is sortable and filterable. That's your working inventory. If you need a value snapshot for insurance or taxes, total purchase cost by category. The way to get it today is to export the equipment table to CSV, which includes purchase cost, and total it in a spreadsheet. There's no built-in value report. The export plus a spreadsheet is the workaround. Bulk operations live in Settings, Import, and Export. Both equipment and vehicles are supported targets. If you're starting from a spreadsheet of existing inventory, import. Pick equipment as the target. The page shows you the columns it accepts: name, type, serial, asset tag, make, model, condition, location, and more. Upload your CSV and it auto-maps your headers to those columns. Preview before commit. It parses your file, shows the first rows, and reports valid versus error counts so you can fix problems before anything is written. Commit and the rows import in bulk. Vehicles use the same flow with their own column set. And export works the same way. Pull a CSV snapshot once a year or after a big equipment purchase for your off-system records. A recap. Equipment is an inventory and assignment tracker. Check out and check in records who has what, logged in the activity log. Condition and status flag problem gear, there's no maintenance scheduler. Vehicles are a fleet record with VIN, plate, and privacy redaction. Mileage logging lives in mobile, not here. The equipment page is the inventory, there's no equipment report. Bulk import and export for both. Up next, Module 22, the reports system. We've touched on individual reports through this curriculum. Now we cover the whole thing. See you there!